Welcome back to Sports Federation TV, the show where we talk about a range of different codes of sport brought to you by the Western Cape Provincial Sport Confederation. My name's Alton. We will continue our conversation. We now move our attention to canoeing. Bianca, how are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
Good. Hailey, you good?
Yeah, very well, thanks. Good to be here.
Good, good. So tell me a bit about canoeing, either one of you. What is the sport? How does it work? A lot of us don't understand this.
I'll take the first description. It's got a couple of disciplines. So canoeing traditionally probably relates more to Olympic sports like sprint canoeing, shorter distances. Then you've got flat water canoeing, which is also really popular in South Africa, traditionally on flat lakes. And then you've got what Bianca and I probably sort of specialize in, and that's surf ski, which is ocean racing. So effectively taking a kayak, making it sit on top, so it obviously is not going to fill with water when you're out there racing. Yep. And then traditionally racing A to B. So we like to have a little bit of wind, a little bit of swell behind us, and then use those elements to actually race and generate speed. So it's pretty exciting and always different, which makes it quite unique compared to maybe marathon or sprints.
The difference is you've got the elements, Bianca, and that's always a challenge.
Yeah. And sometimes you'll get there and it's not what you expect at all. So there's always a curveball, or it's a beautiful day, and what I may consider a beautiful day to the next paddler is not a beautiful day. Some of us, we like roaring winds, and you tell people, oh, we're going to paddle a downwind. Like, you can't go out in that. I'm like, watch me. And there's a big fat smile on my face. And the other days where it's a beautiful summer's day like today in Cape Town, and it's beautiful, and you want to go out, you want to see everything that you got around you.
Are you equipped with navigational equipment to be able to go out when you do this thing, or when you race, or how does the racing component actually work? Because you have this big open ocean, and like you said, you got from A to B. Is there a straight line that you need to go, or how does it work?
It's a tough question to answer. It depends on the race and the race course.
Okay.
If you're doing something that's an out and back that maybe is to a landmark or to a buoy, it's relatively easy to sort of get there and to come back. But as we said earlier, if there's elements like fog or wind that's blowing you offshore, you might need to navigate to keep direction or landmark. A couple of international races that are quite gnarly like that, one in Australia in particular, where you start on Rottnest Island, sort of almost 30 k's off Perth coast.
Yeah.
And you have to find a marker in the middle of the ocean that looks like a needle sticking out of the haystack, which is 18 k's into the race. And unless it's flat and beautiful and clear, your chances of finding that are pretty limited without a really significant landmark or navigation. So we all usually paddle with like GPSs and Garmin's, which we can set waypoints into.
Okay.
So I suppose yes and no, you want to have that as a backup, but a lot of us will recce a course and want to know a course and not have to rely too much on that.
So Ailey, you come down from KZN for a specific purpose this weekend. What is that purpose?
To race the Freedom Paddle. Yeah, so we're here for two events. Freedom Paddle probably being first and foremost. It was the first one on the calendar. It's the second edition of the race. I was lucky enough to come down last year for the first one as well. And then day two is actually what we're calling South African National Singles Champs. So it's a double header. It's really good value to come down to an event and race two races. And we don't often get to combine as doubles and surf ski. So to actually come down here, race a double specific race, something as incredible as Freedom Day and everything it means to South Africa, and then actually to line up the following day again and then race singles is horrifying, but also very exciting. Yeah.
Bianca,
so what's the preparation you've gone through to get you to 27 April?
So that would be Freedom Paddle, and luckily my partner is local for me, and we've been in a boat quite a few times. So we've done the prep paddling, whether it's been on the lagoon or on the ocean, and it's just getting the feeling right, knowing how you feel with your partner, being able to read each other, and just being solid in a boat.
So explain that connection that you have with someone in the boat, because I mean, you need to kind of be in tandem in everything you do. How does it work? What's the synchronization?
Yeah, so you don't want to be in tandem, but then also just knowing how to read the next person. So also understanding where their comfort is. You don't want to push their limit too much, because I mean, we've been out in scarier conditions, and sometimes I'm more used to that than my partner is, and you can hear where they sometimes go, "Sure," or they go, "Does that look normal?" Which has been one of my favorite comments on a boat. But we work well together, we understand one another, and we're friends as well. So it's a great combo, and it's good to be like that in a sport. And I mean, Hailey paddles with one of her close friends as well, and it's great. And in the end, if it's not just racing, it's a bunch of mates going out on the ocean and having a great time, but being competitive about it as well, which happens in day-to-day environment as well. And I think it's great.
So is yours a mixed pair or
No,
same gender?
Same gender.
Okay.
So Freedom Paddle's also doubling up as the SA S2 championships for this weekend. And I mean, our women entries for this year has doubled compared to last year. And it's amazing. And we have, I think, 21 mixed doubles on the start line. So compared to last year, it's great. I was in a single last year. And this year I'm in a double with my teammate Milani.
So you can do single and doubles for the Freedom Paddle?
You can choose, obviously either or, because it's one race at one time. So the singles will go off 30 minutes before us, which gives them time, obviously, because they'll be a little bit slower. And then it's quite exciting because the race will merge at one stage when the doubles start to catch the singles. So, and then hopefully we all sort of finish together.
So you start at Granger Bay, paddle out to Robben Island, go around the island and then come back. Is that my summary of the event?
You send the Cape Town boats ahead and you follow them. That's pretty much how it goes. Pretty simple.
27 Ks I think it is, eh? What's it?
Just over 27 Ks on the 27th of April.
How significant is that?
Awesome.
Your partner? Tell me a bit about your partner and your opportunity.
So I'm paddling with Michelle Byrne. Michelle's been on the surf ski scene, on the international surf ski scene for many, many years. I like to call her the pocket rocket. She is tiny. She's probably 40 kilos on a good day. But don't be fooled, she's lethal. And she comes with a lot of experience. She's actually the mom of two. Her second baby's only 4 months old.
Sure.
So you've got to give her a lot of credit for making a comeback this quickly. We raced together a couple of years ago, just before she sort of got pregnant with Corey. And we just had such a good year together that we decided that when she was ready, we wanted to team up again. And the Freedom Paddle obviously presented itself, so here we are. So hopefully we can, as Bianca explained, kind of combine our strengths and be a good crew to race on Saturday.
How do you determine who goes in front and who goes at the back? Because that's a tricky one for me.
I think there's different theories, and I hope you'll agree. Traditionally in surf ski, you put your heavier paddler in the front.
Okay.
If we're on swell and trying to get over runs or pick up runs, you want to keep a bit of weight to keep the nose down. So if you've got a really heavy person at the back,
you're going to tilt up.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Sometimes also, like, if there's more experience, you might put the more experienced person in the front, exactly like Bianca said, so they can make the right decisions.
The Freedom Paddle happens 27th of April, starting at about 8:39-ish. Let's take a look and see what happened last year at the event. Let's check this out. As you can see, some interesting activities happen on the water. These ladies are very excited to race against each other. Before we chat to them some more, let's take an ad break. See you now.